How's everybody doing? Everybody make it through the holiday? I hope so. Um, yeah, ours was pretty quiet. Um, as most of you know that have been following me, we've had sick and everything, so that's why I'm on today. This morning is because yeah, my oldest and his family were not able to come because they had all been sick, and it was just safer that they didn't. Because didn't need to spread it around to any of us, and with Whitney being down, well, not down, but he's been sick and having some health stuff anyway, and we didn't need to get him even more because he had bronchitis and getting over that. And my dad had just been sick, and then we have cousins and everything. So that have been sick off and on. So there wasn't just part of my family, my immediate, with my kids not there, there were others too. So anyway, so there's that. So I'm just praying that everyone is happy, healthy, safe, that they got to enjoy uh, the best version of their Christmas, as possible. And the reason for the season is because of the birth of our Lord Jesus. So, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for all that you have sacrificed for us. So, anyway, not to discount what I just said, but um, hello, good morning, Lenora. How are you doing? You survived? So, that being said, now it's getting back into, we're getting ready to go into a new year and getting excited about that. So, and if I sound like I'm coming down with anything, I'm not. It's because I've glutened for 2 days, and this is what it does to me. So it gets me congested, it gets me runny nosed, it gets my joints hurting, which not as bad since I've been working out and stuff. It has helped that greatly. So yeah, I'm not 100%, but it's my own doing. So I'm not going to complain because I know what it does to me. So I just go about my day and I just ignore it because I already know. I already know. So anyway, I've started pulling out all of my spring colors, which is in my big old Ziploc bag. The it is actually the bags from Dollar Tree that you can get that they have the little, thing on them that you can suck the air out of, which I did not do that with this particular one. But this used to be overflowing. So at least we're down to here. So I've started pulling this out because I'm going to start working on my spring. So, hello. I'm going to start working on spring colors. I have a Mother's Day market that's coming up that I'm getting ready to prep for. Well, that I am prepping for. Getting ready to and prepping, whatever. So I have already started working on, because this Bernat Softy Baby Cotton, I actually picked up several months ago because it was on clearance at Joann's. And I kept thinking, oh yeah, I'll make something for Everly or something out of it maybe. Or, I'll think of something. Well, my something is that I'm just going to gear towards some facial claws and some round facial scrubbies. And I'm going to make like little packs, like little gift packs or whatever for my Mother's Day market. Do stuff like that for it, I think, and get some of this cotton used up. I do like it. It's not super fuzzy. It's not going to give people itchy noses and eyes and whatever. It's very, very soft, but it's not linty. So I'm ready to do the new year with you. I finished a project off of the Wall of Shame the other day. Woo! Congratulations, Lenora. So yes. Yeah, I'm ready to start the new year. I'm ready to get things going. I'm ready. We still have what, a week? But still, we can get a jump start on it. Because not only with the market stuff and everything else, um, I've just been rejuvenated and getting back into my workout program, feeling okay with doing that now again. I was feeling stronger and other things were happening better for me, that I have incorporated that working out, and I've been doing that for about a month now. So I have established a good routine with that, and I feel amazing doing that. So that is one thing that I wanted to implement going into the new year and have done. Um, as far as everything else goes, as far as, nutritionally and all that kind of stuff, I still have stuff implemented for that. Still doing all the things with that. Um, so I'm feeling good about what I'm going into the new year with as far as all that stuff goes, because the stuff that I've been doing that works for me, that I'll continue to keep doing. So, and tweaking things here and there, and just to be the best version of myself that I can. Because even with Whitney and everything that's been transitioning for him and getting him better and him on the same regiment kind of as me, and getting his gut in the right place, getting him gut healthy. Um, there's been some drastic changes for him too, and it's all good. So it's just getting his muscle mass and stuff kind of built back and everything, because he was pretty sick. So um, getting him built back that way and getting his nutrition and everything in line and stuff. So if there's people out there that have tips and tricks on some of that stuff too, that we can all learn from each other on, that would be great. Because that's what I'm here for, this little community. It's crochet, but it's more than crochet at the same time. So it's a little community, building people up, helping people out, learning crochet, relaxing, chilling, having a safe place to be and gather and communicate, and all the things. So um but along with that, which I have shared along the way here the last couple of months or so, the house that we used to live in, excuse me, it's an old farmhouse. Um, Sam and I have decided, we had been talking about it prior though, before I'd even mentioned it on here, but um, I told him, I was like, I'm not going to do it by myself, as Lenora knows that I've discussed it, but um, we are going to go and dive into the house to see what we can do with it. We need a place. Sam has his place here, as far as his setup goes. He has his part of the house where he has his office set up, he has his living area set up, he has, it's not a big space, but he has his space. So, but with that being said, we do live in a rural area, and our internet is not the greatest, even with what we have. We share what we're doing with our lives, as I've spoke before. So in that, at the other place that we plan on moving, we are going to renovate to move in for our office space, our business space. So we will both have our space. I will have mine because I really don't have one here. I'm sitting in my living room, and it's the central area of the house. You can hear everything. You can hear Whitney in bed snoring, coughing. You can hear everybody going in and out of the bathroom. You can, everything. I'm in the central hub of my home. So that being said, I need a space. I need a space. So then all of that other distraction is not here, because it distracts me too. So then I get off topic and everything else, which it'll be kind of fun for me and Sam to kind of intertwine and kind of, you know, it's not a bad thing that we, will intertwine with some of our lives and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. So, um, I don't mind that we kind of have discussions on the side on our lives and stuff, because it's real here. There's nothing edited. There's nothing. What you see is what you get, and that's what I want. I want truth. I want the whole thing. I want, because real life. And sorry, again, I have to dab my nose every now and then because, I glutened. So, that being said, that's exciting. We're going to start transitioning, doing some of that stuff. So, we are planning on, yes, I know you get a kick out of me. He gets a kick out of you, Lenora. He loves you. So, with that being said, there's going to be times where we will be filming at that house. We're getting ready to actually go over there. I don't know if we'll do a live. I might do a live of just kind of going into the house so everybody can see the befores, because seen the befores. This house is in pretty bad shape. Hello? Because we have not been in this house for basically 20 years. It's been a little bit more than that, but basically, to give you an estimate, it's been 20 years at least. Because we moved into this house when the kids were pretty young. So, I'm trying to remember if Sam, he might have been 4, 5, and he's 26 now. So, but anyway, when we moved out, it was in decent shape. It had new windows. There was things that needed to be done. Don't get me wrong. I mean, because there was a hole in our bedroom floor that needed to be repaired. There was, stuff in the closet that kind of needed to be repaired because they had the water heater in there at one time. There was some wiring. The wiring, as far as electrical goes, is very much still your old, like 1950s ish, maybe some wiring there. I looked up to see when the house was actually originally built because I was thinking it was much older than what it is, but it was built 50s ish, something like that. So, but anyway, so there's probably going to have to be some wiring that's going to have to be done better. Um, Possibly, I mean, some plumbing, because I mean the bathroom is still there and it is in decent shape in there, but of course we don't know what the water lines or anything like that are. We'll have to have some kind of facility for that since we're going to be there quite a bit, because we will treat it as a work day when we're, that's what I want to do, and I feel that's what he wants to do too, is that we will be there as though it's our work day, be it filming or going live or doing whatever. So, but yeah, there's just things we need to tear up the carpeting that's in there. I don't know what the subfloors are going to be like. So I have been in there and I have looked it over. Whitney and I actually, about a year ago, were in there kind of checking things out, seeing what we would need to, do. Hello. Um, and at that time, we thought, okay, we're willing to put this amount of money into it to get it to a place of even doing like an Airbnb. Um, but then in talking to our contractor, it was going to be every bit of that money or more possibly to get it to where we wanted it for like an Airbnb. For just me and Sam going into it, yes, there's still going to be things that we have to do and to get it to where we need it and want it. And then as we build on it, we can maybe transition into this maybe becoming an Airbnb or more of like an in-country business type thing where we can have like part of it even be like a shop for me, because there's 4 rooms in this house that we can incorporate things. We can have 2 of the rooms be for us and our stuff and our lives, our filming, whatever. And then we can have the front part be whatever we want it to be. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds or anything. We're just going kind of on the leading of what we feel right now. We won't know until we go in and start tearing things out what that will be. Okay, and I'm a person that has more than one plan. I always have more than one plan. It's something that I've implemented as I've gotten older, and I know I talk about the ADD, but I honestly do have it, but I feel like I've been freed of a lot of it, healed in a lot of it, but I still have some things. But they're good things, I believe, because it has incorporated me to be able to think, okay, if plan A doesn't work, I can always go to B, C, D, clear to Z if I have to. So that being said, for me, I mean, we can still maybe do something for Sam separate or whatever, but for me, if it doesn't end up working out to do whatever, I can always have a place here outside, a little she shed, whatever, because what I do isn't as involved as what he does. He does the gaming stuff. He needs more bandwidth, so to speak. He needs better internet connection, better speed, all of that kind of stuff, all the techie stuff that we do not have here. So, it may be that we can just, renovate enough of the house that it's going to be enough for him, that it isn't going to matter. We don't have to have anything
All I need
necessarily up to par.
is a stable floor.
but we would have to have everything, codes and all that stuff to go forward if you're wanting to be a place for Airbnb type stuff. So also you get into the other materials and everything that the house are made of, so we have to kind of look into that. We do believe that there are some things with that. Goodbye. Um, hold on. Uh, like asbestos, because back in the day, I mean, prior to 1972, or even let's say 70, just a blanket, prior to that, asbestos was everywhere, and we all know that. Us older generation knows that. So those are things you have to watch out for too. So anyway, we are excited to dive in. This is stuff that I totally love to do. Uh, Whitney will help if we need him, but it's not his realm, it's not his cup of tea. It's not. Um, but Sam very much said yes, that he's on board to do it because it's both of us. It's a win-win. So, but like I told him, I was like, don't get halfway in and then be like, I'm tapping out, because it's going to be a lot of work. I mean, I've already done a lot of work to our own house. I love doing that. There's still things for me to do here, but you know, he is the type, if it's something that he enjoys, and but my oldest is the same way. If you enjoy it, then you dive in and you do it and you get it done and you reap the benefits later, which is good. And that is what it is. So if everyone could be in prayer for us over that, to hold us to what we stay focused on and true to it. We're not looking to be millionaires. We're not looking to be, but it would be great for especially him to, be able to take off a little bit more, because he has grown pretty quickly, but right now he's on hold because we just don't have the internet here for him. So we need to get on this pretty quickly. And, there'll still be crochet, but I think it'll be fun to incorporate the other part, because it's only going to benefit me even to grow my community here as far as like crocheting and being organized, and maybe do some tutorials and have something set up to where I can do that better. And because I would like to do some of that, because I do have some of my original patterns and stuff that I've had people contact me on the side and say, hey, could you do a tutorial on that, because I'd really like to do it. Or I mean, even write my own patterns, but I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to do that. I mean, I'm not a person that can sit down and write a pattern. I've never given myself the opportunity to do it, but it's not in me. That's not what I want to do. I'd rather sit down and do like a little tutorial on something than to write out a pattern. Um, because YouTube is what I'm wanting to do, and to communicate with people. So, and Sam keeps trying to talk to me, and I'm trying to talk here, so he's just going to have to hold on a second. So, but anyway, those are things for the future that are coming up that we are excited about on both sides. And we want to grow. So, in whatever capacity that is, grow to even just touch other people's lives where they can touch ours. We want positivity, but we want to have fun. And we'll see where it takes us. So that being said, I'm working on dishcloths and facial cloths. I guess I say dishcloth, but it's not. It's more of a body facial cloth. So, okay, hold on a second. Okay, Sam, what were you saying? Oh yeah, and that's the thing. I used to do shorts all the time, and I had like, oh my gosh, probably 30,000 just in that, and it was growing in that. But now I've stopped doing shorts, and it's dropped to like 5,000. And so that's really what I need to get back to doing, is incorporating some shorts of things, even from, even before I go on live, if it's something that I'm kind of working on before I go live, kind of work a little bit on it, whatever, to show something, or show like a snippet of like a little bit of a tutorial on some simple things or whatever. Because, I mean, and even just Luna again, because people loved watching her, and so it's been several months since I've done anything with her. And because, she's stinking cute. And right now I made her a little scarf thing, and I do have some video of her. And I probably should put that up for people that want to see her. Lenora said good morning. Yes, he was talking to me. He was throwing things out that were going with the conversation, that were stuff that are relevant to what I was talking about, and he's good about that. He's always he's my one that he's the one that keeps me sane. My older one, we're too much alike, and we love each other, but we kind of butt heads a little bit. So even though we're agreeing on things, like I said before, I think me and Lenora have talked about it. It's like I could be totally in line with my oldest, and I could be giving him kudos and praise and agreeing to the nth with him, and all of a sudden he's like on me like Donkey Kong, like getting upset, getting mad, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm agreeing with you. Why are you losing your cookies? I don't get it. Well, there was some of it that I couldn't tell what he was saying either, because he doesn't talk the loudest sometimes, Lenora. But I don't hear the best either. I honestly, yeah, my hearing isn't great. So, for certain tones, so I'm always having to say, what, what. I can't hear you. Well, there's sometimes that people want to hear you, like Lenora. Because you're not saying anything that's anything. I mean, like I said, you were talking things that were relevant to the conversation. So, oh, okay. Well, he's saying he doesn't talk, so nobody can hear him. Well, yeah, I thought we had kind of talked about it, Lenora. So yeah, so you get what I'm talking about. So anyway, that is the little update, I guess, for progress moving forward to 2025. So, um, I wouldn't be surprised if today we start implementing some things. I told him we need to kind of sit down and make a plan a little bit, but it's true. He has not been in the house. I don't think he's been in the house since we left. No. So, and I'm not going to lie, whenever I first went in there about a year ago, it had been the first time that I'd been in there since we had moved out. And I was a little emotional because it was not left the way we left it. Even though it had some stuff, we kept it up. We kept it nice. It had the new windows. It had newer, carpet. It had, been painted. It had been taken care of. And with Whitney's parents, they were the ones that were still retained ownership of it, and they had, were renting it out. But unfortunately, one of the tenants that was there towards the end just did not treat it kindly. So we do have one wall in the kitchen that's to the east that's to the east. No, they're right there, Stan. And they're what was in the box, yes. And to the east, that is more of a lathe wall, and I know they can be repaired. I've looked it up. I've done research on it. Is it going to be a lot of work to do that? Yeah, it is, and we're just going to have to see. I don't know. It's not horrible, but it's not great. I mean, we're going to have to do something. So, unless he's having internet problems. Yes, you're right. Unless he's, if it's internet problems, we do hear about it, don't we? Yeah, he speaks up a little more. Yeah, I agree. And he even shook his head yes too. So, but anyway, he is still, he is still having his presence known out there. I mean, he's still getting with his core group. And that's what I was talking to him about this morning. It's like you still need to try to make a presence as you're off, to do the best you can to, if he has ways of interacting with his people, because he's on a PC. I'm, of course not. I'm on my phone. So he has better ways of maneuvering and doing and having access and doing all that kind of stuff. So. The what? Okay, well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, no, yeah, obviously, yeah.
But it's his right ear is what you're to control it with and stuff. But whatever. So
if he isn't getting like any amplification, it's probably because he's done nothing with his Galaxy wearable app.
no, I already have that downloaded. It's on his phone. All of that stuff is already done.
It is downloaded, yes, but his phone also has to meet other certain requirements as well.
Well, I just haven't went in to do like the bass and doing the adjustments with that stuff, but he hasn't had him in his
But
ears long enough to do that. So we'll
but
just talk about it later.
yeah, the compatibility is like I'm talking about like the update version of his phone.
I've already did the updates. There was an update as soon as I put it up, the app up.
Something different. We'll talk about it later.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I said. We need to talk about it later.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, I can look at them later and see what's up.
So anyway, yeah, we were just talking about. I went ahead and got some Samsung Earbud Pro 2s, I think is what they are, for Whitney to help with his hearing because he can't, I mean, he can and he can't hear. There's certain tones that he has difficulty with, just as I do. So, but his are much worse. But he has always had ear problems. And Sam kind of has the same thing where they get a lot of wax buildup, and he actually has to go into the doctor to get his done, like pretty often. So he has that. But other than that, I mean, if he so anyway, we've been trying to do these earbuds. Well, you know. So anyway, that being said, I'm hoping that we that I didn't purchase these and then they're not going to work. But I also said they can benefit me because I've had them in my ears to try with the ones that fit me, and I can tell the difference. It does amplify and stuff. You can hear things much better. There's not as much surround sound. You can actually hear what's being said and not all the other background noise.
Is it like a speaker basically in your ear that just relays the words back to you, or is it like you can hear the actual voice?
No, you can hear it. Yes, because I can even hear the difference in the TV. I can hear the difference in everything around me.
So I didn't know how it worked.
But Whitney's hearing, I think, is enough, um, you know, that, he's lost a lot of it to where I think it's just, I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll maybe have to train his ears. We'll have to train his ears. I don't know what that is. So, Lenora, if you even know anything, do you know anything about the Samsung earbud things?
Probably going to hang out with Jason a bit later. It won't be too much later, but he wanted to hang out. So. And see me a bit.
No, I just did see something about them. Yeah, and how I even got on to even looking for them, which I think I shared, is that I saw the iPhone ones, the Apple AirPods, whatever. And which we could have got those. They would have been compatible through the Bluetooth, but I just thought it'd be better just to have incorporated with,
It is.
because then we would have been interchanging and all that kind of stuff. And please, people, if we can just keep the comments clean and nice and respectful, that's all we ask here. Everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome. Everyone can come in welcome and loved by us. And I'm going to say it again, use your big people manners. And I will speak to you that way because it is very childish to act the way some of you all do. So I'm just putting it out there one last time. So please keep the comments. I don't need to have up for review comments. Because I'm not going to read them. Nobody else is going to read them. So, okay. So anyway, yeah, I was really excited about these earbuds and stuff because I think they still can. I think they will be a benefit for him. You know, anything is going to be better than nothing. And he is at the place that I think he's, you know, but there's also a lot of changes coming at him that he's having to, you know, kind of get used to too. So, yeah, like Sam just said, a whole body change, and it is. It's honestly a whole body change, and it's been coming very quickly. So, and that's good, but I don't want it to be so quick that it ends up, you know, doing something else as far as, you know, making him sick or something too. But sometimes things get worse before they get better, and that's not a bad thing. Well, and you're to have with what he has, it's they aren't hearing aid. Well, you did say earbuds. I'm sorry. Um, on his it does say that you have to have the phone fairly close. So,
So you can look at them.
but yeah, it's these right here. And so with the app, it does say that it needs to be near him because I noticed the further away it is, if you get it just, I mean, you have to have it a certain distance or it won't work. Because I was trying them myself with the buds that fit my ear, not his, that fit my ear, and his phone was in the bedroom and it wouldn't work. Right, yeah. No, they're not the actual hearing aids, but they are to assist with hearing, aid of hearing. So it's kind of incorporated like it hooked to like your TV, your phone, surround sound, you know, be able to have conversations and knock out like the background noise and stuff. I know my sister-in-law, her dad has hearing aids that do all the same things that these do, but they're not hearing aids. So, yes, I can understand how some people would get confused with the two. So, but so yeah, this is just a little different. It does go off of his Bluetooth. So like I said, if it ends up that they're not strong enough, let's say for him, I still have some adjustments for like bass sound and stuff like that that I know there's certain ranges that he has trouble hearing. So we need to tweak that stuff. I know. So even if they don't work for him, then maybe they'll work for me. So it won't be for naught. Well, hello, Randy. How are you? Did you make it home or are you still with family? Lenora, I want to say something, but I'll text you later. And hopefully, Randy, you had a great Christmas. Everything I hope was good, and you got to see all your family. I think we are too, Lenora. Just so you remind me, okay? Just so you remind me. I'm packing up my car now, taking my cousin home first, then I will be heading home. Altogether about 5 hour drive, stopping for lunch and gas. Will you be careful, Randy? Yeah, and just take your time because traffic, I don't know, traffic may be a little bit sketchy today, but maybe not yet since it's pretty quick after the holidays. So you might have smooth sailing, you know? We got that one again. Okay. Um, so yeah, just be safe. Take breaks when you need to. Yeah. Like you said, gas and lunch. Okay, Randy. Yeah, I don't know for sure if I will be or not. Just depends, on weather. We're supposed to be having weather, like raining and all that kind of stuff, and sometimes that interferes with me, even being on this one. So there is a possibility I will be. Yes, I do pray over that right now over Randall that he has safe travels. And Lord, cover him in your hedge of protection as he travels home this evening. I ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. Well, that got rid of all my trolls too. Hallelujah. That's all I have to do is start breaking out in prayer and rebuke, and they all leave. I can just be praying in my head too, and it'll happen. So, oh yeah, I turned on some Christmas music again because I'm still still gonna have Christmas and going on around here for a little bit since the kids didn't get to come home. We didn't go ahead. Sam did open one of his presents last night. I let him do that. So, love and blessings. Talk again soon. The way Christmas visit was out. By the way, Christmas outstanding. Oh, good, Randy. There was a few poop heads, but I made it through. Well, sometimes that just happens, and that's okay. Just pray for him. Cover him in prayer. Hello, Barry. Merry Christmas to you, too. Hope you had a great, great Christmas. Ooh, got that turned up a little bit. Didn't know that was gonna turn up quite so loud. Well, I don't know how much me and Sam are going to do as far as the other place goes now today, which is fine with me. But, because he, I guess, is going with a friend. I said I don't know how much we're going to do about the other house, whatever. You're going with a friend, so.
I mean, we can always talk about it tomorrow or whatever.
Do what?
We can always talk or go into town tomorrow or whatever for it.
Yes, I know. That's what I said. And it being today is not a big deal. It's the day after
Yeah.
Christmas. So.
Yeah,
Because I had just made the comment there was a possibility it would go, but didn't know, so.
Yeah, we can go take a look at it tomorrow and kind of get an idea. And do whatever, and that's fine. He asked me, like, 3 days ago if I had anything going on after Christmas, and I was just asking him if he had any plans, and him and his old lady don't have to work, so.
How about girlfriend, significant other?
Old lady.
No.
Ball and chain.
You were not raised to call women that.
What? It figures to be.
I mean, I could
Okay, ball and chain might have been a little bit far, but.
characterize you, but
But, you know, they don't have to work. She's actually off until like all the way up past New Year's.
yeah.
But she works a warehouse job. She makes really good money too.
Well, she probably just took her vacation or whatever.
Well, she might have taken a little bit of it, yeah, but I think that they get some pretty good holidays.
Even Lenora said, "Shame on you, Sam."
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Hey, I admitted one might have been too far. The other one isn't that bad.
He's trying to redeem himself.
I ain't redeeming anything.
Oh gosh. And yes, you're right. It doesn't matter. Every little bit is a step forward. I agree, and we're very much those people. So yeah, I am gonna go online though today and kind of start pricing some things that I know for sure we're going to have to do,
Like flooring.
and I know I have extras of stuff here that we did not use, but I don't know that we'll use them because I would like to keep them for here in case we ever need, for flooring and stuff like that. Because, with the monsoon that we had in the basement as I was down there cleaning and getting everything ready for the kids, in that area of where,
Oh, that's where all the flooring was, huh?
the flooring there, when I walk on it, it's like chink, 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 kind of that, you can feel where the tacky is like coming up. So whenever I step on it, it's that release of that, that that tacky sound, whatever. So I know I'm going to have to replace a section of that floor. So I am glad that we have some more of that floor yet. So, because I bought, even for our bathroom, I bought 3 extra boxes. Because it was like, I'm going to have, so we have. Because that's a bathroom, you know? And grandbabies, kids, you know, Luna, you know. So we're going to have it, you know, probably at some point in time, because already there's a couple of places from, you know, the guys wearing their work boots and stuff where it's scuffed it a little bit, and not a big thing. It's not anything that needs to be taken care of right now, but as time goes on with wear, yeah, it's going to happen.
Even there's a little separation too.
I already know.
Well, it's been around.
And like the wood floor that we have through here in the living area, like the living room, dining room, kitchen, this has been done for, oh gosh, a long time. It's been more than 5 years. I know that, probably close to 8 to 10. And it is starting to separate in some spots, but I, you know, we can have somebody come and knock them in and kind of do some repair. But the thing is, what is so funny is that my mom and dad have the same exact floor. That's why I went with it, because it did so well for them. And hello, oh boy, hold on, gotta take care of some stuff. And they have such good luck with it, and they still are. There's no separation, they have nothing. And we put it down, did everything exactly how they did everything. I mean, this was professionally done. Theirs wasn't. They did it on their own. Ours professionally done, and we're having separation. So, and my sister the same way. Theirs started to separate in different places, but the vast majority of it isn't. It's just in certain places. But he did have to, in our walkway over here between the living room and the dining room, they had to level out that floor, and he had to rebuild that walkway. So, and it's great. You can't even tell. It's amazing. This guy did a really good job, but I think it is what it is. And we have a basement, of course, and whatever. I mean, I'm sure there's reasons why, but you know, you guys are going to have me tearing up my whole house. Come on board, Lenora. Come on board. We're going to motivate people big time. We're going to get you kick-started into doing so many projects, your head's going to spin. Because I am ready. I even contemplated tearing into my craft wall today, but it was like, no, it's the day after Christmas. I'm not doing that. And I still have my grandbabies that are supposed to be coming at some point in time. Not now, but, you know, within the next maybe couple weeks anyway. And that's why I told Seth. He was so upset. He was so mad. So mad. And I heard this from Annie. But he was so mad and upset because they weren't coming, which I understand. I get it. But I said, I'm going to have everything up through January anyway. I mean, the whole month of January is still going to be Christmas laden with me, because I still have other Christmas things going on into January. So it's not a big deal. We can celebrate it whenever. It doesn't matter. You know, I know we celebrate Jesus' birthday on December 25th, but he was not born December 25th. So if we can do that, we can celebrate it anytime. It doesn't matter. So I think some of the floor joists have broke, because I'm finding the telltale signs. Some of your floor joists have broken? Oh boy. Yeah. Well, you have some young men over there that, you know, young, strong men that can help you with that too. Get on some YouTube videos and learn how to do it. That's what I've done with a lot of things that I have done that I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. And there's a lot more things that I could do and that I am finding myself more willing to do because there's a YouTube video for that. Anything, literally. I mean, yeah, you have to kind of watch it. You have to, because sometimes you get on there and you're like, I don't know. So you do have to kind of go through some and kind of read comments and things like that sometimes, but getting all stretched out, woo. We're not starting the Kong thing already. You can play with your Kongs, but I'm not filling them up right now. No, you're not getting one right now. You've got to wait. I was hoping the sun was maybe going to peek out. It keeps looking like it could, but I don't think it's really supposed to. From the sounds of the weather earlier this week, but it changes all the time. So, but actually today, if we're not going to go over to the other place, I need to get some painting done. I don't know if today is going to be the ideal day to do that, but I do need to get some painting done at some point because I want to get here around my TV done because I have my shelving. All I have to do is stain the shelves. That's all I have to get done with that and hang them. But I need to paint the wall before I hang them, of course. But it won't take me that long to do it. So that should be my project probably for today. If I think the weather, if it's not too damp feeling out. We'll see. Because I'm excited to get those shelves stained. Because I just went with the natural wood. I just ordered from a company that had the natural wood already pre-cut to the measurements that I wanted. Has all the holes and everything. Has all the hardware that came with it to do the floating shelves. Because I'd priced them at Menards, but they didn't have what I wanted. Hello, Kathy. How are you? I'm doing really good today, Kathy. Doing really good. I slept pretty good last night. I think I got to bed around 11ish or so, or went to sleep about then, and slept pretty good. Um, I am working on facial claws, like washcloths, and then and then I'm going to do like scrubby, like little facial scrubby claws too. I was going to have the kids burn the brush again, but I think it's way too wet to get it going good. Yeah, you're probably right. As much rain as we have had here too. Yeah, it's. And whenever Lou went out to go potty, which I was surprised that she went, she came back drenched like she had had a shower. Hello. Oh, fog. We haven't had really that much fog. Maybe in the morning, there was like one morning maybe that we had. Maybe one morning we had, but that was it. And it didn't last very long. It's just been gloomy, hazy. We did have one day where we had some sun, but it's not been consistent. But 'tis the season. This is the time of year where I feel like, where is it, Alaska and places like that, that, don't get as much daylight. We get, haze light, whatever you want to call it. We don't get, so you don't have any sun either right now. Right, Lenora. But yeah, Kathy, I'm starting on my Mother's Day stuff because I have a Mother's Day market that will be coming up in a few months. I think it's right around 2 months, maybe from now. I can't remember the exact date right now, so. Right, Kathy? But I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of liking it that um, transitioning into things slowing down to where I can get onto other things and it can be on my time and stuff. Because we prefer not to share where we're located. I mean, that's fair. As we said before, it's cool to kind of know where people are from and stuff, but you kind of have to be safe on some things too. So I'm in America. That's what I'll say, and I think you can kind of tell that I am. So, and I'm not being mean about that. I'm just saying. Yep. Unfortunately, there is, Kathy. And I'm just protective of my people, you know, and, protecting myself and my family. So you can get lured in by sharing too much, and I'm guilty of that. So, and you're welcome to stay and get to know everyone but if it's a deal breaker for location with you, then okay, glad you stopped in and said hello, and hopefully you find your people, you know. Not every space is made for everyone, and that's okay. Well, and that's what happens, you know, and that's okay. It is, it's fine. It's fine. I don't worry about it. Because, my people are going to be my people, and and who wants to be a part of the community and be respectful of, you know, people's privacy and things like that. If it's a deal breaker that people want to know certain things, then those aren't our people, you know? So, because I'm building this on solid ground, on solid foundation. I don't, because like I said, I've gotten lured into over, and I knew it as I was doing it. So I'm like, nope. Or, catch myself after the fact is what I mean by that when I say. Because the legit people, you can pretty well tell who legit people are and who aren't. Because people reveal themselves gradually. So, oh, I'm getting pixely. What's happening? Oh, I got flipped. Hold on, I got kicked off. Doesn't mean they left either. They could just be hanging out with. Oh no, yeah, yeah, I absolutely know that. And that's kind of what we were saying. It's like just because they're talking doesn't mean they're not here. But what I'm saying is truth too. So. But I appreciate that comment, Farnham. I'm sorry. Because I am respectful of people. Respect me, respect you. It's an earned on both sides. Okay, I'm trying to get connected back. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Where's your charger for this? Okay, my thingy went out on me, so I'm plugged it in to try to get me reconnected because it died on me. So we're going to be pixely for here for a minute until I get it back, get me good and connected. So, you see, this is what it does on just my regular internet here at home. So that's why, you know, we need to do something different. It should come back to normal here in a second. Okay. Everybody see me now? Everybody see me now? I think we're back up and going. Hold on a second, Whoa. Okay. I think we're back. I think we're back. Do you need to go potty again? Okay. Okay. I gotta let Lou out again, I think. Or no? Is it gonna be too much? You gotta go? Okay, so I can see you. Oh my gosh, I'm surprised she did go. Okay. Okay, we're back. Back in business. Back in business. It's a washcloth, not a sweater. So yeah, I'm trying to get my stuff ready for Mother's Day. So I started pulling out all my spring colors and get all that kind of used up because I'm sure there's going to be some colors and stuff that I'm going to want to stock up on again. So kind of get some of this gone through and used up and go from there. I really wanted to try to hit Joann's there with all of their big sales and stuff, but it was like, a lot of the stuff that they had in stock was still stuff that I had already stocked up on that I didn't really need. right now. So, but you know, they're trying to move it out so they can move the new stuff in. My great aunt taught me when I was very, 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 very young. So I've been doing it for a long time. I saw a chicken powder not too long ago. I thought about you, Johnna and Lenora. Oh yeah, yeah. I like my chickens. I like my chickens. I gave yarn and a hook set to all three of your daughters. Oh, yes, that's exciting. So now you can get them all learning how to crochet. That'd be a great time to spend together. You know, you can start teaching them and stuff. That'd be great. Hello, Chosen. I told them that they need to learn the basic stitches first. Yes. I was just addressing you, saying hello. Yeah, you're right, Kathy. They do. They need to start. They need to learn how to make a chain first. Yeah, because you're not going to be able to do anything if you don't know how to make a chain. That's your foundation. But some of these people, they just think, oh, yeah. And there are some people that are just naturally gifted and talented in things, and they can pick up things very quickly. And figuring out how to hold their yarn and the hook at the same time, and trying to figure out, if they need to have tension finger and all that kind of stuff. I know some people are against that, and me, I have to have it. But I say have to, but it's just the way I learned because of the way I crocheted. I crocheted way too loose, and so I had to have some kind of a tension finger or something. Because sometimes I tend to crochet a little bit on the tighter side with that tension finger, but I also know how to adjust for me now, if I do start to kind of do that. Well, I'm almost done with my first face cloth. I gotta check on Lou. So, did you have a good Christmas, Chosen? She's gonna come back a wet and muddy mess. I just know it. She was drenched earlier. Luna, come on! To me. Luna, come on! She probably went to the neighbors. She's just standing down there staring at me. Oh, no, 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 no. Luna! Luna! I don't know what she's doing. I have never seen her go up that way before. She's got on some kind of scent. I don't know. Oh, she was finding somewhere to go potty. I guess. Luna! 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 Come on! Come on! If you're coming with me, come on! Come on! I'm gonna have to go open the garage door. Be right back. Oh my gosh. She's running like her butt's on fire. Gosh. Come on, hurry up! Come on, hurry up! Come on! I don't know what's over there that you thought you had to have, but thank you, good girl. Oh gosh. Come on. Did you go to the neighbors? Did you go to the neighbors? I see you down there at the corner. Where you're not supposed to be. Okay, let me get caught up. That's what I had my grandson doing Christmas Eve. He made about 10 stitches and said, okay, what's next? I told him he had to make it all the way to the back door with it. He's made it about 5 feet. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, my hair. That is so good. Yeah, you got to stay in, because if you're going with me later, you got to stay in here. Okay? No running off. Hopefully I'm not froze up on you guys. On my end, I was froze up on the TV as I'm, again, having to watch so I can see if I'm staying connected. Okay. So is he just given up and stopped at 5 feet? Okay, good, Lenora. Thank you. Yeah, because whenever I made it back here, it was like on my end, but my TV, of course, is connected to our home Wi-Fi. So I never know sometimes. Sometimes it's on your end too, but not every time, I know, so. The party started, yeah. Well, he can come back to it later. Oop. Yeah, with the little girl that I'm supposed to eventually get with to help with her, she has been practicing doing her chaining and stuff, but I think she's watched some YouTube videos and so she's old enough to be able to go and watch some stuff and kind of. So we'll see once I get with her where she's at. Oh, we have somebody walking down the road. Hold on.
Luna.
No, there's a guy walking in. He has like a hat or whatever on him. Yeah, it was a person walking up the road. I don't know what he's doing. He has like a pack on and stuff. Usually we don't have people walking like that normally. So she's legit doing her job. I don't know if it is somebody local that's just out walking. I don't know. So. So it could be somebody that's somewhat local to here. I don't know, but nobody we know. Good girl, Will. Yeah, he's gone now. That's all right. He could hear her though because he kept looking around. She's not quiet. So I'm glad I got her in when I did. Not that she would have done anything, but I don't know the person, so. I mean, she would have barked at him a lot, but unless he would have done something, she probably wouldn't have done anything, but she lets her presence known, that's for sure. She's very protective. Very protective. He's 8, so it's more of a I want to work with you thing. Oh, yeah. He'll definitely be back to work on it more. Yeah. Oh, my brother just texted me. Like how Tom pretends he's trying to catch Jerry so the owner doesn't ditch him. Or was she actually concerned? No, she's actually concerned. She was doing her job. Because it was somebody that we don't know that was walking. So yeah, she's very protective. She knows the difference, and I can tell by her barking and the way and her demeanor. Um, Whenever hair starts raising on the back of her back, yeah, and stuff like that, you know. Yep, I know my baby girl. I know my baby girl. Because there's people that will come here a lot that she knows and she'll bark at him, but it's because she's excited. It's a different bark and it's a different way she acts. Just like, don't know if you have children or not, but you know how your children act and stuff. It is. It's like having a child. It's just like having a human being. I mean, you can you're around things and people and your pets long enough that you just know. Because I know you said you're not a dog person, so I get it that, I'm just trying to explain it the best I can. Because Luna very much, I mean, she wants people to love her, but she also can tell the difference between dog people and not dog people. She can tell the difference on how people are, if they're being genuine or not. She can get a feel on if they're not on the up and up really. And, you know, she has her things that she does to protect me, especially if there's nobody, around that she thinks that she needs to be overprotective. So, yeah. She has a very good blend in her. Because she's about half and half pit and black lab. So she has a good mix. About two more rows and I think I'll be done with this one. Put a little border around it. So yeah, I think I'm going to start by putting a border around it since this is just a facial cloth. And I'm just putting a single crochet stitch around the edge, equally spaced. Probably just going to do a basic minimal kind of border, not do anything like a shell or anything like that decorative. I'll probably just leave it basic for this one. There's some that I might put more of a decorative edge around, but for these I'm not going to. Keep it more simple. I like doing the little facial disc, like scrubby discs. They work out so fast. And at the corner I just single crochet, chain two, single crochet, and start. And put one single crochet in the end of each row. Super basic. Just take a minute. Today's Thursday, right? It seems like it should be like Saturday or something. My days are so screwed up. And even though I tried to feel as Christmassy as possible, it just didn't seem like Christmas with it being in the middle of the week. And other people had made that comment too. Because I've been doing all the Christmas stuff and all the things, but just kind of. I'm working on the giant gargoyle. I've been dying to start. So far, it fairly easy. Gargoyle? Now, is it a pattern that you got on Etsy or? Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go shopping on my Pinterest again and see. I've been kind of trying to look things up that are kind of geared towards Mother's Day and stuff, which I already have a lot of stuff that's already kind of geared towards Mother Day type stuff, so I'm sitting good on some of that. But it's also given me inspiration for some things too. So, okay, now I'm trying to figure out. Okay. Well, that last round was just a single crochet. Now I'm just gonna do a basic half double crochet all the way around, and I think I'm gonna call it good on my border. Like I said, just something super simple. I found some really cute, which it's basically kind of like your mason jar covers or um, almost along the line of your coffee koozies and stuff like that. They had candle sleeves that were crocheted, which I thought was they were kind of pretty. So if you don't want to show what the candle, you can make it look a little more decorative. So I thought, oh, that might be an idea to make a few of those to have. Because I think I'm actually going to make some for me to have to. Because some of my candles I would like to cover because they're just not, I want them to look a little more decorative. And I think it was you, Lenore, that I asked you about those crocheted dinosaur nuggets, the chicken nuggets that one lady was making. Well, this morning I was watching another one where they had been to a market, and her and her mom both crochet, and the mom had crocheted sensory chicken nuggets, and they looked like a chicken nugget in a sleeve. It was kind of cute. And they had sold like 12 of them, I think is what she said. I was going to look them up, but I hadn't yet. I didn't know if you had seen those or not, too, since you're more in that world than I am. Yeah, it was really cute. And it had, I mean, I don't remember if the product sleeve was actually, if they did do like a cardboard or if it was crochet. I don't remember. But I remember seeing kind of like a sleeve. Yeah. and just tucked away in the sleeve. And it was a chicken nugget. It wasn't a dino nugget. It was a chicken nugget. And it was a decent sized chicken nugget. I mean, it looked like they'd be kind of the size of your hand, almost, or a little bit smaller, lengthwise, you know. And it's a channel that I don't normally follow or anything. It was just up in my suggestions. That has only been crocheting for a few months, since, you know, probably as long as we have, you know, for a long time. And she said she just started crocheting because she liked some of the plushy stuff and she wanted them for her. And then she got to making so many, she was like, well, I might as well do it for something. Or is he coming to get you?
No,
Are you going to his grandparents or his house?
his house.
Oh, okay. So Charleston?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Well, okay. It's okay. So yeah, I was gonna look him up just out of curiosity to see if there was a pattern out there, if it was just something she came up with. I got to crocheting with you and did 2 extra rows. Oh gosh. It's easy to do. It's easy to do. Your mind just calms down and it's quiet and you just get in that rhythm. You get in your zone and it's easy to do. You know, and crocheting on some of my blankets, that's what's happened with me, you know. And I'm like 3 extra rows in. I'm like, yeah, I need to rip those up. You know, my family is texting back and forth in our text stream. I don't know what they're talking about, but I guess I'll find out later. I need my scissors. So yes, one facial cloth done. Need to kind of stretch him and whatever for, get him formed, stretched, whatever you want to call it. I don't get too technical. And my brain and my mouth don't connect all the time with my wordage. So yes, I got one done. I'll get him all blocked, whatever. Because some of my things I do block, some I don't. Because it just does make it easier and makes them nicer, more finished. Okay. That color, I don't know if I mentioned if it's just a straight lavender color. Oh, they call it pale periwinkle. Say that really fast. Parchment, yeah, that was tangerine. So I'm gonna move to this green aqua mist. Aqua mist. And I have already made some little round facial scrubbies out of some of this that I have tucked away in my spring stuff. And I made some baby, infant, newborn, whatever, they're a little bit bigger, kind of washcloths for babies. Trying to remember if I did 50. I have to count again. Yep, I did. Pretty sure it's 50. Yep. Luna is just keeping watch on the back of the couch, sitting right there on the back of the couch in her little spot. Are you keeping watch? Oh, there's a little bird nest in the tree. I just now noticed it. With no leaves in the trees. I saw a really pretty hyacinth pattern that I thought about trying because I could use some of this for that, I think. I'll just have to see. I haven't looked at the pattern completely. I think it had a 2 millimeter hook for it, which I could totally use this baby cotton. I'm using a 3.5 on it right now. So I think I could still, I could use a 2 with this, I think, and make it, do a test on it and see if it'd be too bulky. I may have to go down to a little bit smaller cotton, but might try it just to see. And I've seen blondie knots, I think, do it too, where, make the flowers and kind of wrap them up like a real bouquet and pretty them up and stuff and kind of decorate it up and everything. They were really cute. So kind of got some inspiration from that. And I think it would be kind of pretty for the Mother's Day thing, maybe. Just do just a few and see. Okay, Kathy, we'll see you later. I'm not sure if I will be or not. It depends on if Sam's home or not, if he's getting on or not, um, work wise or I don't think work wise he'll be on tonight, but um, so yeah, we'll see. If I am, it'll probably be around 9, but if I'm not, we'll see you probably tomorrow morning. So, bye, Kathy. It was nice seeing ya. Hello, Chosen. Didn't know if you were still here or not. I'll probably be getting off here shortly to get some other things kind of done. I'm just glad I got my basement done. I'm glad I got my whole closet done. You know, even if the kids not coming, it certainly got my tushy on fire to get stuff done that needed to be done anyway. So Sam and Whitney tacked up the wires in the basement from getting all of our wiring done, and it didn't take them long, and it looks amazing. They did a good job. And getting some other stuff down there that I wanted to get done and getting it good clean down there. My one wall has taken a beating, even though it's clean. It's going to have to be repainted because of our monsoon, and that's okay. I have extra white paint, not a big deal. And it's just from cleaning it too, that, you know, because I painted paneling down there, the old 1970s paneling, and it's from cleaning it and stuff, and so it's just gonna have to be repainted. So so yeah, I'm glad that I got a lot of stuff done, and it's prepared me to, you know, dive in and make a mess of everything and go through everything. It because I don't really want to start it until January the 1st, until after the 1st. I just want to enjoy this part of the holiday with whatever that we might have going for other Christmas stuff, get through the new year, enjoy the new year, turn new. It's after this week then that I get like, oh, now I'm ready. Things are slowed down. I got time, you know. It's not so much, you know, rushing and whatever. But this year was totally different for me because I didn't work through this season, and this past season, Christmas was always crazy, crazy. But I always made it work, you know. And I didn't have all that this time, which is good. I mean, I had markets, but that was fun, you know. And yes, being nail tech and doing all the things was fun too. But I definitely lived at my job and didn't have as much of a life, you know, to get things done. So that part I don't miss. I've enjoyed getting a life back and not being so rushed. And even things that are good that are stressful is still stress, you know. And I don't miss that part either of being stressed. And I keep getting asked if I'm ready to come back, and I'm like, nope, I'm not. I'm not. Oh, and I'm not saying I don't miss people and stuff too, because I do, but I'm just, yeah, I, my body was done. I was getting burnt out, even though I loved what I did. It was time, and I wanted it to be my decision instead of something happening that I was forced to do it. So, yeah. And it did happen at the right time, because we've had a lot happen since I did leave there, so. And it's all good stuff, so. Becoming good stuff. Good afternoon. You did go to the zoo? Fun. I'm surprised that they were open Christmas, but I don't know. I don't go to the zoo, so I don't know. Oh, my blower on my fireplace finally turned off. Did you grow up thinking that map lights were illegal to turn on as well, or did you just want to leave them off for your car stream the other day? Yeah, I don't drive with my interior lights on because for where I'm at, I don't think you are allowed to drive with them on constantly. And I did have a cop car right around me for some of my drive. So not all of it, but yeah, and plus it wouldn't have been, the lighting wouldn't have been, you know. And it was dark. I mean, it was going to be dark no matter what. So, well, now it keeps wanting to disconnect on me. I wasn't going to have the one on me bouncing in my eyeballs trying to watch the traffic too. So, it just was not going to be the best decision. So, I only asked because when I joined, everything was dark. Oh, yeah, until you drove under a street light and was kind of smiling menacingly at the camera, which was beyond funny. Well, yeah, because I was like, yeah, that looks kind of freaky. At one point in time, when the headlights came at me, I was like, yeah, you can see me whenever the headlights come at me. That was kind of freaky. Hmm. And then too, yeah, it reminded me of that movie. So, and it was like, no, it's not that. It's Christmas. We're not going to start. I know, my gosh, that movie, it was old. It was what was it? I don't even remember what year that even came out. I don't know. I never watched it, but I saw snippets of it. Trying to scare us. Uh, we have to admit, I mean, with it being dark and I had my stocking hat on and whatnot, it totally reminded me of it. It was hello, and it was just something fun last minute. So I'm doing good. How are you? Because I knew the kids weren't probably coming with all their sick. Whitney had already went to bed. Sam was doing his thing online. I even asked Whitney if he wanted to come with because I thought you can just ride around in your PJs. It ain't gonna matter. We ain't going nowhere. He just smirked and was like, "No." I'm like, "Okay." Glad to hear that. I don't share my location. Sorry. Not going to share it. So America. So it's There you go. Well, welcome from India. No, I have not. Hello. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, I need to watch Ryan Hall, y'all. He just came on with something. I mean, he's not live or anything, but probably going to be talking about the weather. Where do you wish you could have gone when you were a kid? For me, it was camping in Disneyland. Um, Really, there wasn't anything too much that I wish I could have gone to that I didn't get to. Because we went camping all the time, went camping as an adult all the time. And I did go to Disney one time when I was 8 years old. Haven't been back. So, um, oh, it's all in the southern states. Well, yeah. Louisiana just keeps getting pelted, and I have people that, well, some of my clients are family lives in those southern areas, and I am like, oh, I hate that. So, yeah, I wasn't rubbing it in, I was just sharing. So, but really, I mean, we didn't get to do a whole lot growing up. I mean, we didn't have the money. My parents didn't have the money. They were young, they didn't have any money, you know. My dad had a good job eventually and stuff later on, you know, but and then that was through the 70s, and you know, crud happened in the 70s. And so, yeah, my grandma and grandpa, you know, lived on a farm, and we got to go there a lot. And to me, that's where I wanted to be. That's where I wanted to be. So nothing stands out, you know, just being honest. Because even though, you know, my growing up with my parents, because that's definitely what we did, um, they would always, I mean, we would have like little tiny getaways, like overnight somewhere or something that wouldn't be too far away, you know, so they made it feel like we were having like little vacations and stuff to get to do something, you know. And that was good enough for us. We didn't care, you know. No, have no desire to visit a volcano. No desire. I get to watch it on TV, you know. I got a big screen TV now, you know, so you can get up close and personal and see it just on my TV. I know it's not like being there, but I am doing good. How are you? Um, because you know, there's too much that can happen, and I just rather not put myself in danger. The potential for danger. Now that I'm older, I would like, I've never been on a plane, so I would like to be able to be on a plane at one point in time. And please, everyone, once again, I'm going to say it again. If a comment has to be put up for review, we are not the place for you. So just be nice. And again, use your big people manners. And yes, I'm going to talk that way because it's ridiculous, childish. Enough said. So, but anyway, I would like to, you know, travel on a plane at least once to say that I have, you know. And there's places that I would like to go overseas, but I don't know that I ever will just because, you know, I'd rather just stay here. So, but little things like that.
that we've got to take note of here is not only the severe weather threat, but look at all this rain. We're going to have a ton of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico just kind of dumping
Oh, okay,
itself
so it's just gonna be rain.
up into the Appalachians over towards the east coast as well. A lot of these places are going to welcome the rain as we are in a drought for a lot of this area. But one area that doesn't quite need it as much is going to be the Pacific Northwest, and there's going to be a lot of rain and snow over the next 100 hours or so, pretty much nonstop in Northern California, Western Oregon, and
Mm.
southwestern portions of Washington. This is going to lead to some flooding problems. Weather Prediction Center has gotten a slight risk of excessive rainfall for today and tomorrow down here in Arkansas, down through Texas and Louisiana. A little bit of Mississippi is included in that. Watch those creeks and streams. And then, as you can see, as we go to the day 3 outlook, we've got slight risk up here in Northern California and southwestern portions of Oregon as well. Watch out for landslides and some
I'm
occasional
still here. I just keep
flooding
slipping in to deep thoughts.
problem with the massive inundation of moisture over here along the western slopes of the mountains. And it's not just rain, we've got snow too. And your eyes are not deceiving. Right here, some places over the next 70 hours or so, the highest elevations, the Rockies and Cascades, will receive over 100 inches of snow. So we're getting some snow happening.
100 inches of snow?
Significant systems of the season so far for some of the peaks out here. So make sure you are ready for that. Even some of the valleys out here
Idaho is just
snow,
covered.
Idaho and portions of Wyoming.
I
So
mean, there's
it's
not
going to
one
be
bit of Idaho
interesting to
hardly
see
at all
anywhere that doesn't see snow.
that is
Obviously,
not
the higher the
covered.
sea level you get, the better chance that you have to see rain. That's where we're expecting to see maybe some isolated flash flooding problems.
Yeah,
But
only 100. Yeah.
rain has left the station. Speaking of
Oh
snow,
boy.
for the first time in a long time, looking at the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, not everybody is painted in orange. In fact, there's a large area of the southeastern United States that is expected to see below average temperatures between January 2nd and January 8th,
Wow.
2025. The pattern is changing. We've been talking about this for a while. We've had some hiccups, we've had some almost pattern changes, but this is the real deal, I think, here, where we're going to be locked into a colder pattern on the East Coast for a significant period of time. It starts in early January and it will expand from there. So get ready for some colder temperatures as we go, once again, from January 2nd into January 8th. In the meantime, though, between now
It's
and
just
then, we'll
amazing
see
how they can
above average
predict that
temperatures
far ahead. I
for
mean, I know they're not always right, believe
Saturday
me. I
and
know
Sunday.
this.
All right, so with the same
But,
alerts,
I
we are
mean,
on standby
this
for
fella
you here
here,
at the
he's pretty
farmhouse.
good. He's on
We're
it.
going to be keeping an eye on things. If
I've
it
been
looks
watching
like the
him for a long
tornado
time.
situation is going to be a little bit more intense, we might
And
go
there's
live.
another
But
fellow that
we
my
don't go live.
oldest
Y'all are
watches that
spending
he
time
likes
over on the
too, and I can't
24/7
remember his
channel. So
name,
make
but
sure you'll hear
they're
check
very
this
much
out.
alike, and
Every
they're
single severe
both
thunderstorm warning,
pretty
every
on it.
single tornado warning, every single storm report, every single anything that happens in the weather world at all, you're going to know the moment that
Was
it
it you and
happens.
I,
And
Lenora,
so
that one time that was
y'all are
watching the
on
weather
standby.
together with the
So
same
make sure
guy?
that
I think it
you
was you and
are
I.
ready
That
to
was a
go.
long time
This is going to
ago.
be a resource to get those warnings and all that kind of stuff. This will be available for you over on the Ryan Hall Y'all
I think it
YouTube
was
channel. There's
you.
a link in the description, and I believe y'all lot's going to be pretty busy this evening. Once again, we're going to be here, and I'm still going to go live on my channel if needed.
I
But right
thought
now,
so.
it's not looking like it's going to be intense enough for that. But
Well, I'm watching him
if
again
it
right now.
does,
He's not
just
live,
be
but
standing by. Thank you so much for watching. We will see
here's
you
just
next
giving a
time
little
in another
snippet.
video tomorrow talking about Saturday again. Turn on notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you next one. Goodbye.
Be back on Saturday, he says.
Did you know that anyone?
Hmm. Oh gosh. Here it is, the middle of the afternoon, and I'm yawning. Oh, jeez. So Idaho is where all our snow went. Got it. Did you say 100 inches for Idaho? Um, it wasn't all Idaho, I don't think. I don't remember. But Idaho was covered. I mean, the whole entire state of Idaho. So they were talking about California, Idaho. So around in those areas, yes, it was those areas that was 100 inches. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it looks to be chosen that yeah, in those regions, that's where all the snow is right now. Now, if it's moving this way, northern. Yeah, northern. It was showing just kind of on the northeastern edge, kind of going into Washington. And I know I was thinking the same thing, but hadn't spoke it. So yeah. Yeah. I haven't heard anything out of her she hasn't been on here for a few days, a few times that we've been on. So, but it had snowed that last time that she was on with us. So I don't know how much. I don't think she said, but they had gotten snow. So yeah, anywhere in Idaho now, where anywhere they're getting it, gonna be getting it. Now I just wonder how much of that from
Most people put the
West
reinforcement
Coast is
materials
going to move
in
towards
place it's
more to the east. So I don't know. The residents there are literally snowmen now. Yeah, turning into that, aren't they, chosen? I mean, because if we would have got snow from the rain that we have had, we would have had some snow. I mean, it wouldn't have been horrible, but if it would have been snow, it would have been a pretty white Christmas. But also, we probably would have got ice with that, so we got saved on that. I just don't want ice. Don't like it. Don't like driving on it. I've ended up in ditches on the interstate one time. One time, I ended up in the ditch, way down in a ditch off the interstate. Whoa, that was not fun. That was years ago. Years ago. And I know how to drive on the stuff, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It gets you, it takes you, and there you go. Are you talking about me chosen with the story I shared? I don't know what he was just sharing on there, but that was weird. I'm watching one of my lawn people now. No, it was for something else, but you mentioned a farm earlier. What was that like? My grandparents' farm? Well, if you're talking about me talking about my grandparents' farm, it was enough away from everything and away from town, and you just felt like you're in another place. It was nice. Had tons of animals. It was very simple, very simple. Had a big garden, canned, did all the things. And even being young, we helped do all that. We had our jobs. Totally different world. People, start using your brains. Really. Well, it was because it wasn't around the hustle and bustle and negativity of so much and whatever. I wish it was like that now. I wish it was more simple, which, yeah, you can simplify your life as much as you want. I mean, you have control over some of that stuff, but it was to the good. It definitely was nothing bad. Taught me a lot too. Oh gosh. What are you doing, Will? Take a nap? We're out. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here for right now. I'm at a good stopping point. Tomorrow you may just find us at the farmhouse. I don't know. Because Sam and I did kind of discuss that a little bit before he left. So, anyway, excuse me. If I do get back on this evening, it'll be later. Not promising anything. So, if I do, it'll be around 9ish, probably the usual, 9, 10, whatever. I don't know. So, because I know Whitney will probably be in bed early as usual. And so, anyway, I am going to go ahead and get off of here. So thanks for joining me and hanging out and all the things. Well, there's not much of a farm left there now. But yes and no. So yeah, we'll talk again later, guys, and thanks again for hanging out with me, and we will talk soon. Stay safe. Love ya. Bye.